Thank you Moft for sponsoring today's video.
Can keep my hands on myself. Pick out dust them all, put them back up on the shelf. Kiss my little baby girl is in need. Am I coming out of left field? Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. I've been feeling it since 1966 now. Might be over now, but I feel it still. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. Let me kick it like it's 1986 now. Might be over now, but I feel it still. Got another mouth to feed.
Good morning fam. It's been so nice outside. I kinda don't want to stay inside, but I have a big schedule right now in the morning. I'm trying to stick to coding a bit, so anyways, I'm trying my best to keep up a pace with iOS development, but it's just been so freaking hard. But we try.
Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. Let me kick it like it's 1986 now. Might be over now, feel it still. We could fight a war for peace. Give in to that easy living, goodbye to my hopes and dreams. Stop flipping for my enemies. We could wait until the walls come.
This is why I love iOS development. I'm doing some pagination, so right now as soon as it hits the end of my page, this text right here appears, and that's when that little scrolling wheel is supposed to load more characters, but I'm not there yet. I love this stuff.
Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks. Yeah, your love is an abyss for my heart to eclipse now. Might be over now, but I feel it still. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. I've been feeling it since 1966 now. Might be over now, but I feel it still.
Truthfully and honestly, from the bottom of my heart, I thought I was gonna miss Apple CarPlay, but honestly, I don't. It's a good system, don't get me wrong. I just like Android Auto better. But look, I'm happy to be back. I gotta head to Jan's house because we have to change the current TV that's on his wall. A lot of brands keep sending us TVs to review, so he wants to go back to the Sony. I understand that. And then I have a call with a brand. And then Walid wants to go shop at Ikea because he keeps wanting to renovate his whole basement even further after what we did. So yeah, it's an interesting day. I'm trying to also go to Jiu Jitsu. Hopefully I'll make it on time and I'll bring you guys with me because it's a new sport that I found. I'm so happy I found something finally. Hey Google. Hey Google. Hey Siri. Can you please text Jan Robin?
What do you want to say to Jan Robin?
I'm coming.
What did he say?
Make sure this guy opens the door for us. It's currently 9:10. Phone's at 99%. I did charge it a bit while I was doing iOS development. Anyways, let's go in. How are you, bro? Well done. Is this a real price? Basically what we're trying to do is technically just put the TV back into that box, and we're gonna put the Sony TV back there because my sister wants this Hisense TV and Jan wants his Sony TV back. Hopefully it's not too crazy. Let's get to it. And of course I'm just gonna put a little podcast because I am starting to listen to MMA people a bit
The
more.
winner takes it all. The loser standing small beside the victory. That's her destiny.
Let me start off by saying one thing, actually 5 things. Living with this for the past week has made me realize that there are only 5 features that the average consumer will benefit from. New bezels, like really these are actually quite thinner. The action button, great little addition to the iPhone in my opinion. The titanium rails makes it lighter and nicer to hold. USB-C, incredibly useful in quite a lot of ways. And cameras, especially with that 5x telephoto lens. This is it. Hardware wise, these are features that I can say constantly add to my everyday life with this phone. Of course, battery for me is another big factor because iPhone wise, I do come from an iPhone 14 Pro, a phone that could barely last an entire day. And having the S23 Ultra for the past 6 months was such a relief in that category. This seems like it might be just as good. But look, the phone feels so damn good in my hand, especially without a case. I've realized the addition of the titanium rails can make a difference in someone's day. This new surface and the new rounded edges sort of come together to make the phone feel nice and lighter. It's not a crazy difference in my opinion. It's like 20 grams lighter than the 14 Pro Max, and I do think that the fact that it's a bit smaller in dimensions also plays a role in weight. All of it together is noticeable, but if I would blindfold you, I don't think you'd realize.
Let me know which one feels a lot or, yeah?
Do you find one more slippery than the other?
The glass maybe of the
And the rails on the left or the right?
this because it's stainless steel has grip, right?
Yeah, and the other one?
It's like
I find it could just like
yeah,
slip out of your
that.
hands. Yeah, that one's stickier, right? It's more prone to like slip out. That's why I think like having a case is what you need. I guess I suck at telling weight distribution because I don't feel it that much. Have you guys gone to the Apple store? Let me know if you do feel it. It just doesn't feel like a real car. I'm sure we can tweak it and make it feel like a real car. I know you guys are gonna ask me about the tripod from Moft because a lot of people on Twitter have been asking me, and since I was working on some development work this morning, yeah, you guys are probably just bound to ask me. Let me show you. This here is actually from Moft. This is literally the world's smallest, quickest, and most versatile tripod. Like, it's as big as my palm, it's MagSafe compatible, and honestly, when closed, it's insanely thin. If you guys saw earlier this morning when I was deploying my app on the iPhone, I was using the tripod to adjust the angle of the phone as I was interacting with my app. I know you'll most likely either use it for video calls, to watch YouTube videos and Netflix, or simply to keep an eye on your phone while you work, but you also have the ability to use it as a vlogging camera monopod. It's also a great tool to use with continuity camera if needed. It's fast, super easy to set up, and I find that in vlogging mode, it can be moved anywhere. Practically allows you to show anything around you. It's easily able to chart your device in different floating modes like the browsing angle, the macro photography angle, the video call angle, the theater angle, and the showcase angle. The tripod does sit 8 inches in height and can adjust the angle of the hinge 10 degrees forward and 45 degrees backward. And thanks to its new 15 Newton magnets, it easily pairs with the Moft wallet and the battery pack. The whole set is nicely done, honestly. The Movis leather case I rock can pair with any other types of accessories. It's a well-made sturdy case with a very nice gray color. Look, if you are interested in having a tripod at all times with you, a battery pack that allows you to charge your phone wherever you are, and a wallet to keep all your cards with you, I'll leave a link down below so you can streamline your workflow with their case. I don't know, it's just awesome to see that you can take a tripod with you very quickly, at any time, pretty much anywhere. Check out Moft and this vegan leather snap tripod with 4 colors, and if you want to pair it with a Moft wallet, you have up to 19 colors to choose from. I had an alert this morning on my phone about how we didn't have electricity at the office. I might just have to take this meeting on my phone. I see a lot of people on Twitter claiming that their Pro Maxes have been overheating. I don't know how to add on my end to this conversation because it hasn't been my experience. And keep in mind, I've been I've been coding. I coded this morning with it, and like I deployed the app on it for like an hour, and then I've been also using ProRes, and I've been having fun with log and playing with the cameras and things like that. And it hasn't been overheating for me, like, at all. It's been very, very cool. Now, it poses the question in my head, could this maybe be the fact that there's maybe some sort of weird thread kicking off and overclocking the CPU while you do some type of activity? Like, for example, the wallet. Something I don't use because my banks suck. My credit cards aren't supported, but maybe that's something that, I don't know, is overclocking the CPU and causing overheating. I don't know, I'm trying to figure it out. I can't figure it out for the life of me. I'm gonna have to put myself on the side right now and join this call because I'm not gonna make it to the office.
I'm gonna show you how to set one of these up. They're super easy. So it looks like so from here I can easily send a photo or audio message. And rearrange these by dragging and with someone when I arrive home after dinner with them. I have already set my location in ETA, so it's taking me about 20 minutes to get there. I'm gonna add 30 minutes.
I don't have electricity. This is just great.
If you have iOS installed, iOS 23 installed, you should just try.
I'm really putting this phone through its paces. We had no electricity, so I had to run that 30-minute call on the phone. Something worth mentioning that hasn't really added anything new to my life is the display. Unless you come from an older non-pro model or a smaller phone, there's really nothing new to talk about except maybe two things: smaller bezels, which are noticeable, and the progression of dynamic island being more alive. Already with iOS 16, we got to see the ability of viewing live activities with dynamic island. Cool things like, I don't know, seeing your flight progression with Flighty, or apps like BoxBox being able to track live activities during a Formula 1 race. Literally, as I was about to put this down, we got electricity back. I am so freaking happy. Jan's trying to hook it all up. This is great. This is good news because now I can properly film the freaking phone.
Quickly before we run out of electricity.
Where were we? Ah, yes. Now with iOS 17, the simplest of things like the name drop feature to transfer your contact info from iPhone to iPhone, or even airdropping pics, feels more alive, and it's something that you'll notice within your everyday life. They've really opened up their API available in the WidgetKit framework to make it possible for developers to offer more within their apps. So yeah, the OLED screen is great. It does feel a tad more immersive now that it's almost borderless. Watching Netflix at night or scrolling through social media at night definitely made me realize this. Obviously on the pros, with that 120Hz refresh rate paired with that 2000 nits of peak brightness makes it the perfect screen for iOS users. Not that you need it though. And with all the cool features we've been getting with always on display, like the standby mode, well, it makes things a lot more interesting. It's a gorgeous screen, but I do miss the S23 Ultra. It just felt more vibrant in colors and a tad sharper. Sounds good. I'll send you the video now. At least you have that.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Did you edit the TikTok?
Phone's at 69%. I am so hungry. It's what, 1:30. I have Jiu Jitsu at 7. Hopefully we can make it then so I can bring you guys with me. And yes, I started doing Jiu Jitsu. I found a new sport I actually like. You know, I stopped playing soccer competitively, and then I sort of have this hate and love-hate relationship with soccer. So anyways, now I gotta feed my stomach, because if I don't, I literally feel like I'm gonna die on the mat. See, I'm already getting asked if I'm coming today to Jiu Jitsu. Yeah. Oh, I gotta post on TikTok. Actually, can you guys give me some feedback? Let me just show you guys something really quick. Look at this. This is the type of TikTok videos I'm trying to do. The iPhone 15 Pro action button is useless. That's not true. Let me show you why. This is actually pretty freaking cool. Yes, sir. I actually made a shortcut that allows you to display a menu. Do you guys think if I make like tips and tricks videos on TikTok about tech, would that be a good idea? Let me know down below, because I'm trying to figure out. I'm gonna post this right now and see how it performs on TikTok. This is what I'm gonna title it. That should work. Hopefully this gets some views.
Shady Aftermath. We in the club all the time. It's a problem, pop off. Don't try to act like you don't know who we be, neither. it's your birthday. And you know we don't give a fuck, it's not your birthday. You can find me in the club, bottle full of bug. Mama, I got what you need, you need to fill the bars. I'm in the having sex, I ain't in the making love. So come give me a hug, if you're in the getting rough. You can find me in the
Oh my god, I need a haircut. We're gonna go eat. I'm starving and I'm trying to eat a bit more properly throughout my day. I do want to touch up on the action button. I want to say that it's awkwardly positioned in a lot of ways, like one-handed it's not easy to reach, or like if I put my phone in landscape and try to take a pic, I might just block the lens. It's awkward and I've realized that, but it's a great button and you can do so much with it. I actually took the time to set it up 2 days ago thanks to a YouTuber called Stefan Rubbles. As of now, personally, it's the most powerful feature within my iPhone setup. My original idea was to press it and have a menu of quick shortcuts that can be traversed with the volume switches, which is how I found Stefan's video. So now, instead of setting my action button to perform a single action, I have it set as a shortcut that now can open up a menu with options and trigger the actions I programmed to it. Now, that's how you properly use the action button. Stefan also shows you how to trigger different actions depending on your focus mode and orientation, so go check him out. On my end though, this is how I like it and how I find myself using it the most. It's been an absolutely great addition to my life. It's pretty cool because with one button I can do a lot of stuff like the ringer. There you go. I can also do the camera. I can also access this right here. There's so many things I can do with one single button. That's cool. I feel like that. What do you actually need while it's here?
Yeah, what? Moi, je voulais juste checker le couch.
So you're gonna check the couch?
Yeah, I wanted to check the couch, see if it's still there. Because I saw it earlier this week on the liquidation section. So like a sofa to be here, and this I'm gonna get rid of. In front of the TV. I felt like nice though.
So basically you just need a sofa technically. Okay, well, let's go get it. I often don't like bringing the massive camera to stores. It's sort of hard to film in them with that many people. The thing is that I love my FX3. I love the film look it delivers and I love shooting log. However, this is the first time I feel like I don't need to bring it with me. It's the first time I feel like I'm not shooting with a phone. Okay, yes, we have the standard shooting, whether you are filming in 4K 24 frames per second at 24mm on the wide lens, or you are shooting with the ultra wide lens.
Like you want like this sort of stuff?
Yeah, it's pretty much the exact same one. It's just a different size. It's like double. It's like both of these.
Okay, I see.
Or even shooting at 2x, which is digitally zoomed, and 5x with the telephoto lens at 120mm. It's all great, but where this really shines is when it comes to shooting ProRes 4444 log.
Push the gas, get them off nosebleed. She ain't never met a youngin' do it like me. She got a man, but she said she really like me.
Yep, the footage comes straight from the iPhone, edited on Premiere and graded with our LUT. It's insane what you can now do with a phone. Plus, I'm glad that coming from the S23 Ultra, I haven't lost that tight focal length. Now with the Pro Max, like I said, we get a telephoto lens capable of outputting a 120mm focal length. I mean, the pics you can take with this are insanely good. Massive files if you take them in ProRAW, but totally worth it. I'm loving that we also get 3 different focal lengths with the single wide lens. I mean 24mm, 28mm and 35mm all look great. And with the proper camera settings, you can choose whether or not you want these at 48 megapixels, 24 megapixels and 12 megapixels. There's quite a lot to do in here and I think this deserves a proper camera settings video. Bueno, ciao. With all those shots I just took, like, my phone's still cool, like very cool. I don't know what to say. Well, I guess that's good on my end. It did eat quite a lot of battery life though. Yeah, 33%. And I still have to go to Jiu Jitsu, so yeah.
Man, I just wanna go flex. Go on my teeth, I'm stone cold like the flash.
There's one thing worth mentioning. I did realize last week when I opened this up that the cables that come with the iPhone do of course support super fast charging. After all, they are great, woven fiber, durable, resistant to tangling, but they aren't cables that support fast data transfers, meaning that those aren't USB 3 cables but more USB 2 cables. I honestly tried my best to transfer all of this to the cloud, but you know what? I'm going to just upload them to the T7. I feel like it's going to be way faster, so let's just put them in assets right here. Save. That should take no time. No, like really, it was really fast. It literally took less than a minute to transfer 23 gigabytes. So hey, just try not to dump footage with these type of cables. I guess most phone companies nowadays supply these 2.0s. However, it's really cool that we can finally use this universal standard with most of our tech. I was so fed up of bringing lightning cables when I was traveling just for a single device, except for the AirPods Max. They still charge via lightning. But the fact that we can record 4K 60 frames per second ProRes straight into the SSD, connect a screen monitor with one single cable, support fast USB 3.2 Gen 2 speeds, it's great. It's a step that should have been taken a while ago, and it's something that I really find myself using a lot. So we're about 17% when I plug this in. We're not gonna make it, so I need some juice for tonight because I gotta go to Jiu Jitsu. Really get my shorts. Yeah, this works. This should work. Oh my god, you guys should see this. I bought these leggings in small by accident, and I look like a clown. So now I'm gonna bring them to Jiu Jitsu to see if someone wants them. I can't return them. They literally come from an outlet. Whatever. I'll make someone happy. Okay, fam, I'm not gonna lie. I smelled horrible. So I showered quickly. I got a new shirt. The shirt I bought at the outlet. Anyways, I can't believe the phone charged 28% in like 10 minutes.
I can't blame you now.
Oh, thank God I have a bottle. Worst thing you can do is to forget your water bottle.
Things you said, passing up on my always. I can't blame you now. No.
It's almost hard to give a great takeaway of this phone after a week of owning it, especially when it comes to battery life. Of course, inevitably, battery life is going to be great. Feels just like my S23 Ultra. Being at 30% at the end of the day without charging is the most common scenario for me, but that's not the full story. I yet have to put this phone through proper paces and see how battery degrades with time. That also includes a proper performance test. Expect lots of iPhone content coming soon, especially a 3-month and 6-month review. This is it for me, fam. I'm gonna shower and head to bed. Thanks for watching and a good night.
Stroke after stroke, stroke on the smoke. They tell me to quit, don't listen what I'm told. They help me forget that this world is so cold. I don't even know what I'm chasing no more.